good afternoon, good morning. Happy Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, let me see. McDonald's is shy. Oh my god, no more McDonald's.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see today, I have a very special guest with me, and it's none other than my mommy. As you can see, we have here my beautiful mother. Mommy, do you know what we're doing today?
I don't know. I just need to look pretty.
Well, today we are gonna do my mother reacts to assumptions about me. Okay, so I'm gonna read you a couple of assumptions that people on the internet have made about me. Give me your most honest opinion.
You having pink hair?
No, that's not an assumption, Mom. That's what you want me to have, isn't it?
No, never. Pink is never your color. Pink. No. No pink. Pink.
First assumption, you are more into singing. You is me, I am more into singing than I am into acting.
Yes, that is correct.
I would think that I am more into singing than I'm into acting, because I kind of got into the whole acting thing because I got into singing first.
Yes, because of the YouTube thingy thing.
Yeah, so what do you feel about your daughter's acting?
Too fierce.
I learned from you.
That's not true.
Defensive! You actually like being Madam Subing, so do I actually like being Madam Subing? What do you think?
No.
Hey, that's actually not true. I actually really enjoy being Madam Subing.
Huh? With that big stomach that makes you feel very hot.
Aside from the big stomach that makes my stomach feel very hot.
And you're forever pregnant, oh my god.
You heard that? How my mom wants me to stop being pregnant.
Then they can develop a storyline maybe, Subing and her child, and then the two look alike. Oh my god. You know, 1 minute is Subing, the next minute is little Subing, you know. That would be very cute, right? And then the little Subing look exactly like Subing and then behave somewhat like Subing. Oh my god. Two monsters in the world.
I think my mother will faint.
I think everybody will faint.
Someone assumes that I am the greatest singer in the whole world. Thank you so much! Don't you agree that your daughter is an amazing singer?
There's always like a inner Chinese, there's always this saying, 一山难比一山高. Always do the best that you can. Don't ever compare yourself with another person.
Mother's advice, Eliza Sum, 2020. You're a pretty basic person and you love who you are. Do you think I'm basic?
Well, if you talk about basic things means you're not frivolous. You know, you don't go for branded stuff. You're just happy with a $3 Taobao t-shirt.
So do you think I'm that?
So in that sense, yeah, you are a pretty basic person.
Only if basic in this sense means simple, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a simple person.
Yes. Although she has the idiosyncrasies. You know what that means.
So next assumption, I don't want to get married. Mommy, give me a straight answer.
That will never ever be true.
I think, right, it's because I found someone that I want to marry. Not so much of, oh, I must get married, you know?
She's a happy-go-lucky girl from the day she was born. So, so long as she's happy, can already. Yeah, now that she's older, she's perfectly fine not to have another half.
Yeah, but now that I have...
Now that she is happily contented with him. Yes.
You never even say that I love him, It's that I'm happily contented with him,
Because he accepts you with all your idiosyncrasies and...
Yeah, but that's called true love.
You can be quite difficult at times. I'm not siding nobody, I'm just being fair.
My mom is biased, guys. My mom is biased. My bias in BTS is Park Jimin. Is that true, Mommy?
Yes.
Yes, it's very true. Okay, next. I like children in general.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. I get along very well with Randall these days, I think.
Because he's very responsive to interaction.
So it's the child, it's not me, guys. So the child must like me for me to like the child, right?
Yes, I think that is a true statement.
That is the true statement. I have traveled to Europe.
Not true.
I have, Mom. When I was 13.
Yeah.
We went to Spain and Portugal.
Yes.
So that's like 14 years ago.
Yes.
It probably looks very different now.
Yes.
because the world changed very quickly, right?
No. The ancient sites will still remains the same.
Yes.
Yeah, the churches, the bazaars will still be the same.
Yes. Next, the assumption is that I am funny.
At times, not
Who do you
all
think
the
is
time.
funnier? Who do you think is funnier, Mummy?
I think I am funnier.
My mommy's so cute. The assumption is I left Titan because I hated someone. The answer is no. Please watch the podcast, guys, so that I don't have to repeat myself. Mommy,
I thought you're supposed to ask me whether it's true or false.
Yeah, but this is a question. This is false. This is obviously false.
That's what I want to say is definitely incorrect.
You've watched the podcast, right?
I don't have to watch the podcast to know why you left Titan, right? Hi.
My mom is disappointed that you guys do not know me well enough. I am planning to get married soon.
Okay, within the next 2 years probably. So she must work very hard to save money. You know how to afford a wedding.
Yeah.
Weddings are not cheap.
Weddings are not cheap, guys. They are like a $1 billion industry, okay?
Yes.
So stop asking me to get married. I don't have the money.
Yes, she has to work really hard.
Yeah. You are friends with Jianhao because you were his ex.
Huh? No, never. It was all because of you two.
Yes, that's how
Yeah.
Jianhao and I.
Correct.
That's how.
And they came over to do filming. That's how I got to know some of the people.
So that's how Jianhao and I became friends. We were all friends from this Facebook group called Singapore YouTubers back years ago. I am a great friend. Do you think I'm a great friend?
Yeah, 你很有义气.
Loyalty, right?
Yeah, correct, loyalty.
So I'm a loyal friend,
Yes.
which makes me a great friend.
Yes, you just have to get into her books and be a good person, and then she will back you up all the way.
The key to life, my friends, is just...
Get into a good book.
No, it's to be a good person, Mom. You did very well in school. Did I do well in school?
Well, in all her report books, from primary school to secondary school, it's always the same phrase.
What?
Amanda can do better.
But I did really well in uni though.
Yes.
My GPA was almost perfect.
She finally bloomed when she went to the university.
I am very talented.
I guess if you talk about singing and acting, I guess so. Talented is such a wide definition, so hard. You're talented in what? Fixing a TV, that's not a talent, right? Wiring a house, that's not a talent. Yeah, I can only say that yes, she's talented in the areas that's visible to you guys.
But nothing else. The next assumption is I am into a healthy lifestyle.
Yes, she will cry when it's not healthy, and it's so difficult to feed her. She can tell you she will eat anything, but then when you buy back that anything is not anything.
I will eat, but like half of it.
Yes, so don't ever buy one big packet of chicken rice for her because she'll only probably eat 1/4.
No, I'll finish all the chicken and I'll eat half the rice.
So
right?
then you're left with the other half that has no chicken, you know?
I am the exact opposite of Sweet Bing in real life.
Not true. I think you are about 75% of Suping because you don't keep yelling at people all the time.
That's true. I really don't like doing that.
Yeah.
Also because
the world keeps yelling at people. It's very tiring, you know.
So the next assumption is that I am at least 30 years old and above.
Oh my god, you better start going for facial, Amanda. And keep doing what I always told you to do. Put products on your face. Product, okay?
How old am I actually, Mama?
Comes your birthday, you'll be 27.
Yes, I am 27 this year, Mama. So saying that I'm old would also mean that my mom is old because my mom birthed me late.
Hey, I don't look my age. Ha 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 ha. Look at my eyes and compare with her eyes. Quite the same, right? You must know how to time freeze certain things.
The assumption is that I am smart.
If you choose to be.
What do you mean by if I choose to be?
Sometimes you don't think so much, right? Yeah, then you're not so smart lah. Let's put it this way. There are moments in your life when you're not that smart.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes.
I don't want children.
Not true. I think being a single child, I guess you like to have more than one.
That's true, because being an only child sucks. Not that I'm not grateful to be your daughter. The assumption is I like K-pop bands.
Oh, then no need to assume. Yes, she does like K-pop bands.
What's my favorite K-pop band?
Oh, it's a struggle. BTS confirm. So it is NCT versus 17.
My mom knows her K-pop, guys. So the next assumption is that I'm the oldest in Titan.
Not true.
What do you think about people thinking that I'm the oldest in Titan?
I don't understand why is that so. Maybe because you're the teacher and the rest are students.
Yeah, but City is also a teacher and City is older than me. Dan is also a teacher and Dan is also older than me.
Maybe you're pregnant and then, you know, they're all single.
Actually, I am not the oldest, but
Not the
I
youngest
would
either.
guess I'm people in my age group, which is like Hao, Vidwan, Trev, Leonard. We are 27, so we are somewhat considered older in the company.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have a lot of young people joining us now.
Yes, very young.
Yes. Next assumption, I'm an independent person.
Certain things yes, certain things no.
What?
I mean, some of the things you still need your mommy to do for you.
Yeah, but because I love you
Yeah.
and I want to be mommy's little girl for the rest of my life,
Aiyo.
even when I'm 50.
Aiyo, that time your mommy how old already?
You look at daddy. Daddy is still grandma's little boy, and daddy is like 59.
Oh my god.
I'm a very serious and mature person. Do you think so?
No, not all the time. Sometimes she's quite cranky, like doing some silly things.
But do you think I'm mature? Like, as growing up as a kid,
You
mature
can
in mentality.
be pretty deep sometimes.
Pretty deep. Like, what is your definition of deep?
You have some warped thinking sometimes in your head.
Like what?
I mean, you have some thoughts now, you don't tell people why.
I don't even know what my mom is talking about. The next assumption is that I work hard.
Yes, you work very hard. You know, you won't be filming on weekends and doing things on weekends and doing things late to the night when people should be sleeping.
Yeah, so I'm a hard worker. Hey mama.
Yeah.
The next assumption is that I'm a TikTok addict.
I don't know whether she's a TikTok addict or what. Yeah, I think she just do it for fun because sometimes life is quite boring and she just wants to create some excitement.
Yeah, I mainly like to do it with you because you are very funny. Like, you take TikTok very, very seriously. Like, when my mom and I did the pew 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 video, right? My mom wrote down the lyrics of like what she's supposed to lip sync. Couldn't remember.
Because the logic of that whole thing
That's
is not
not
very logical. Suddenly, why is it a 22? I also cannot understand. You know?
Okay, the next assumption is that I'm fluent in Korean. 제가 한국어를 어때요, 엄마?
You know, last time when we fill forms, we always like average, good, excellent, right? So I guess you are like above average, almost touching to good. Yeah, because sometimes when you watch programs, you have to like repeat again because you need to.
A lot of the times I have to repeat it because I don't pay attention.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone or something. 제 한국어는 괜찮은 것 같은데.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
think my
about.
Korean is not too bad. The assumption is that I'm tall.
Oh, both of us are about the same height.
So what's our height, mama?
165.
Yes. My mom and I are both 165 centimeters, which is about 5 feet 5 inches-ish. The assumption is that I'm a positive and motivated person.
It's a correct assumption.
I would like to think that I'm very self-motivated because I like to get a lot of things done. It's also a thing that I've had since I came back from China, which is like make full use of my time. And then sometimes I get very
It's actually
tired.
very interesting. Every time she, you know, leaves the country and come back, something will have changed and then she becomes slightly different from the last time.
But I'm not that different.
Yeah, not that different, just that now she's more on the go.
The assumption is that I'm mommy's girl.
Not true.
Hey, how is this not true? You raised me.
Hey, mommy's girl means mommy. No,
How's our relationship like if that's the case? If I'm not mommy's girl?
we give space to each other. You have your own stuff to do, I have my own stuff to do. At times you will have your verbal diarrhea and then I will have my verbal diarrhea.
Yeah, but just FYI, my mom is the strongest woman I've ever known in my entire life because my mama raised me. Like literally raised me because my dad was working overseas, so my mom raised me up.
You raise me up.
I think Stali is ugly.
Huh?
What have I always told you about Stali, Mummy?
So cute.
I've always said that Stali is such a pretty baby because Stali has such nice eyes.
So cute.
She is! I love her so much.
Yes.
So no, I don't think that Stali is ugly. I don't think you think Stali is ugly either.
I know.
She's so cute, right?
Yes, she's
Yeah,
very
like a
cute.
little boom boom.
Ah, then she's so...
Yeah. The assumption is that I look the same since I was a teenager.
Not true.
I have better eyebrows now.
Not only that,
But?
I think the chubby cheek has gone, you know. The baby fats are gone.
So basically, I'm not so fat.
You're fitter. You're much fitter now, yeah, than you were before.
The next assumption is that I secretly hate those that I'm not close to.
Not true.
Yeah.
You don't hate people, basically.
Yeah, I don't hate people unless you really do something dead ass horrible, especially to my family. Then I will probably hate you. But I think hate is a very strong word, and I truly don't hate anybody at this point of time. The next assumption is that I'm not afraid to punch a jerk.
Wow.
Hmm.
Probably yes.
It
But
really-
must make you very angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise you will never do that.
So the answer is don't piss Amanda off.
Just don't make her extremely angry.
Yeah, you really don't want to see the angry side of me.
Yeah.
It's not a very nice
will probably
side.
break things first.
And that is all we have for today. Thank you, Mummy. How do you find today's video? Hi. This is for the thumbnail. What's the most interesting assumption we have gone through today?
The one about Suping, that one. About you being similar to Suping. Well, it's just like when you go on the road, people call you Suping. So the association of people with you is that, oh, you Amanda is equals to Suping. But I think it's just a name. It's not the personality or the
So it's just a
temperament.
character, right?
Yeah, it's just a character.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video with my mother. If you guys want to see more of my mother, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm sure my mother wants to see more of herself on my videos as well.
Let me think about it.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and we will see you on the flip side. Bye!